Hey man, so look, I gotta talk about something, man. How do we feel about Hispanics being able to say the word nigga?
Well, I mean, I want to.
How do we feel about that?
I want to know y'all opinion.
How do we truly feel about it?
How do you guys feel about it?
I got mixed feelings about it, honestly. You know, originally coming from the south side of Chicago, which is still very segregated. My whole family being from the south and from Alabama and growing up with like my grandparents and stuff like that, it was like just a no. It was like a no for anybody.
Anybody non-black.
You know, like, and like, it was just like no man's land. Like, if you're not black, you don't say it. You know what I mean? Growing up, you know, I think I'm old enough to where that word was attached to a lot of pain, you know? But then, you know, when you talk about Latinos, specifically.
So we talking about Latinos or Mexicans?
We're talking Latinos in general.
Latinos. It's all different type of Latinos.
Latinos in general.
Yeah.
And when you talk about people who grew up in the same neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you grew up with black people and everybody else saying nigga, you know.
It's gonna rub off.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of times the Hispanic homie, you know, he got the pass to say it. I know a lot of times, like, especially the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans in New York, you know what I'm saying, who, when you grow up with blacks, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like, I know homies that's not Crips, right, but grew up with all Crips, and they say cuz. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like.
But Latinos, a lot of Latinos are black. So it's like.
You said are?
A lot of Latinos are black. They're just Latino or have black in them. If you think about Puerto Ricans, Dominicans,
well, that's
Cubans.
Yeah, some of them Dominicans be looking like.
Well, yeah, so Latinos have black bloodline in them. Not all of them, but
that's why
a lot of them do.
That's why I don't agree. Because, and it's to me, right? I believe that black is an American thing. Black is a slave thing. You know what I'm saying?
So let's say if someone looks exactly like you, except he's Latino. Is he black or not?
Where he from? Is he a descendant of a slave? I think black is a descendant of a slave. I think that if, like, Haitians, you're of African descent. You got African blood, but black is an American thing.
You're Cuban, if you're Puerto Rican or Dominican, you are a descendant of slaves, because Columbus and everybody, they landed in the DR first,
but
they brought slavery.
100%.
Their slaves went all over the world.
Yeah, but they brought the same slavery
Well,
that came to the U.S. They came to the DR first.
Slaves went down to South America.
No, they didn't go to the DR first. They went to South America first. They went to Brazil first.
Columbus landed in the DR first.
Nah.
Well, 100% factual.
I'm saying the slave ships didn't.
Or maybe the slave ships didn't.
Columbus didn't.
Yeah, bring slaves. All right, but still, I'm saying the slave
he
trade
damn near right on that
wasn't only in the U.S., so that's why there's a lot of dark-skinned or black Latinos, because a lot of Latinos are a mixture of Spaniard, which is a form of white,
right,
native,
right,
whether you're Taino native,
right,
Aztec, Mayan, or and black.
Okay,
some areas are more native and Spaniard.
This is where it gets interesting, right? All right, so what do you call somebody black in Spanish? Because, like, black is an English word.
But black is in Spanish literally translates negro. It's
Yo,
a color.
So are you black or are you negro?
It's literally like saying, do you call this a chair or a silla? It's the same thing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, nigga is not. There's no Mexican way to say nigga. Like, nigga is like.
Mayate.
The
slur? No, that's not.
You can say mayate. That's what they call it.
But that's
when
not.
they the Mexicans that don't
the same. That don't come from that though.
The Mexicans that don't like black people, they call us mayates. That's what that's kind of a way of saying nigga.
That's not the same. That's not the same.
What is that
word? No.
What is
it's not. I'm not saying it's the same word, but it's
my
equivalent.
understanding of mayate is, it's like, you know, the big ass black beetles. They used to call those mayates, right? So then, as a slur in LA, well, I don't know if it's all over. I can only talk about LA.
So they basically call you a roach.
No, a black beetle essentially. But that's a slur. That's not. You don't say that as like endearment, like you would say the N word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's way different. But
I don't
Mexicans
know.
and Latinos in LA, like you said, we grew up integrated, and in our circle we might have like a few black friends and the Mexican friends, and within our circle we say it amongst each other. So then sometimes some people mistake that for being okay to say it everywhere. So it's like, all right, it may be cool amongst your friends here, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna get the pass all over. So we grew up saying it, but I'm aware that, you know, when someone feels a way, a black person feels a way about it, I get it 100%. So I try my hardest as an adult to not say it. It slips out. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's cultural. Like, you know what's crazy? When Fat Joe says it, I never feel it's not triggering.
Bro, when them New York cats say it, I don't feel away.
Fat Joe's
like, I'm talking about
light-skinned as hell, bro. He's damn near white.
I be forgetting Fat Joe. Like, Fat Joe, he Puerto Rican, right?
Puerto Rican,
yeah. Like, it don't even be triggering at all. So I think it's a cultural thing, you know?
So I'm gonna say this. So look, so me being from the Bay Area, like any one of our listeners or subscribers, anybody that's from the Bay can vouch for me when I say this, but blacks and Mexicans never had friction in the Bay at all. It was always like we grew up in the same neighborhood. We all did the same shit. We talked the same. We walked the same. We believed in the same shit. We had the same code, everything, right? So when and this don't even gotta be Mexicans, but we're talking about Mexicans and Hispanics right now. When Latinos said nigga around me, I never cared, bro. I'm gonna be real. I never cared. It did not make me feel no way. It didn't start making me feel away until I moved outside of my bubble. And then that's when I started realizing the different type of politics that go on in LA. And how there are areas in the United States where Mexicans or Hispanics, Latinos, whatever, do not like black people. But in my bubble, it was never nothing racist.
But those same people growing up in LA, those same Mexicans that didn't like black people, they never said it. Like, it's still a thing with those same Mexicans. They don't like other Mexicans to use the word. Like the OG Mexicans from LA that are really gangbanging or whatever, like, or even not gangbanging, they don't like when Mexicans say it, period. Like, it was even a thing, like, if you get locked up, you better not say that shit around the Mexicans in there if you're used to saying it out here, because they weren't with that. You know what I'm saying? Now it's the newer generation.
That shit's so deep, like, it's not even, I mean, it's deep, but where I'm from, in my bubble, PG County, I wasn't used to hearing nobody else say that wasn't black.
Right.
So when I, got out of my bubble and came here, and I heard everybody saying it, it triggered me. I didn't know where I was. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But, I wasn't raised out here, but, it's much more diverse. Everybody was brought up together. So I don't know the rules of this shit. Like, I don't know.
Ain't no rules.
Who's allowed or who's not allowed. So it's.
I've argued with a few cats on Instagram, right? I didn't, got into a couple little comment battles and shit. I've heard people say that anybody who shares the same struggle has a right to say it. Anybody who comes from a struggle in this country has a right to say it, whether you're Asian.
I think it's a difference between a pass and a right. Because there's certain people, like, if you're not a descendant of slave blood, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you got the right to say it, but I think people got the pass to say it. However, I'm gonna tell you where it got tricky for me, right? So the first tour I ever went on was a Smokers Club tour, right? And I'm out there, and it's all niggas on the tour, and we rapping, but in the crowd, it's nothing but these little white kids out there.
Shit, I'd be thrown off.
But it's love. They know, they bought tickets to your show, and they know every fucking word. They're singing your song. You want them to not, like, can they not sing along?
They gotta stop at some point.
In a concert setting, is it okay or not?
In a concert set, listen, I've been in the crowd and be
white
like,
people say it.
Say fuck that nigga. They be like, fuck that nigga. But I wasn't talking to him specifically, but like he not exempt, right?
Yeah. I just feel like as a non-black person, like if you say it, you gotta always know that there's gonna be some black people that ain't gonna like it.
Simple.
It's as simple as that. Like I said, I say it sometimes in my day-to-day, because I hang out with a lot of black people. I grew up around black people, and in my circle, it was never an issue. No one's ever even pressed me outside of my circle, but I have been with Mexicans that look lighter than me, and they say it, and black people have approached us, not about me, but about the homie. They'll be like, hey, you good, but what's up with your white homie saying the N-word? And I'll be like, oh, he ain't white.
See, that's the selective politicking, man. Like, that's what I don't have time for.
For some reason, me and my brothers always got a pass. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm aware that at any given time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Whenever I say
think
it,
the
it's
younger-
never in a form of like for anybody to take any offense. I say it in the form as like I feel like part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like part of the culture. So
Yeah.
I was gonna say I feel like the younger generation, it's not even a I think it's more of like a cool word to say. Like I think it's the new like that's my homie, that's my bro.
yeah,
I think that's
it
how
means
they looking
something
at it. It's not
completely
even
different.
That's what we gotta
Right.
understand. Like,
Political.
we also made that shit cool.
transformed already.
But you
Yeah,
got
the power
whole
of
records
it.
like what was the Rich Homie Quan record? The My Nigga. Like you got pop, like these are pop records that are going like Billboard Hot 100. Everybody singing along with it. You know what I'm saying? So, and like even when y'all say it, like I don't think y'all go crazy with it, but times when y'all say it, it's like y'all my brothers. So like I don't feel
Yeah, I don't feel
it don't really be nothing on it. I think intent matters. I think where your heart is. You know what I'm saying? I think all that shit matters.
Yeah, I didn't understand when I first heard the Yodi say it. I didn't feel no way in my heart. I felt the way in my mind.
Me too.
I'm
Me too.
like,
Me too. Me too.
So this is
I'm
what
like,
I will
do
say
this,
though. I
like-
agree with you, Miles.
I
100%.
tried really hard to take it out of my vocabulary.
Nah, it's
but-
haven't heard you
it's
say it in a
not
long
up to
time.
me to tell nobody take it out their
no, not
vocabulary.
because of you, just in general.
I'm
as
just
like
not
a grown
used to it,
man.
bro.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. What fucks with me when non-black people say nigga is when they don't know how to use it. It's like if you're gonna be non-black, you gotta know how to use it.
How do you use it?
You can't
can't
say
be OD with
you
it
can't
either.
say you can't be like, oh, look at that stupid nigga, or oh that nigga, or that's you a funny nigga. Like you cannot say nigga after. You have to say
You have to say after
the
something
nigga
positive.
first, and then say whatever you were gonna say.
So gotta be like, man,
listen,
this
for-
Because now it sounds crazy, like, oh, you stupid nigga. Like, it's like, bro, you don't know how to use the word.
But here's my point though. I feel like anybody has the right to be offended if somebody says something that, and if somebody say nigga,
For sure.
and they not black and it
I
offends
agree.
you got the right to be offended.
Yeah,
Now when you
100%.
once you talk about doing something to somebody, that's OD. Like I don't care if a white person say nigga. I'm not swinging on them for saying nigga.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't care that much, bro. Like I'm not dying on a nigga hill.
Right.
You know, but
That's how they say it to you too.
I'm
Because
not,
that's the
man,
thing,
as
so,
long
like-
as he say it from over there, I'm not, bro. I'm
Like,
not.
that's the thing, bro. Like, I didn't,
What
like,
we-
so
what we
it's
doing?
kind of crazy
You know
how,
what I'm saying?
it's kind of crazy
So
how.
black people don't say derogatory shit about
Black people say all type of crazy shit about everybody.
Bro, if you are heavily just influenced by the Bay Area culture, you're saying nigga. It don't matter what your skin color is or not. Maybe not as much white people.
I get that.
But
Asian people.
Asian people be saying that shit. Like,
Yeah,
if
I've
you're heavily-
encountered that.
if you're heavily indulged in the
Hey,
gang,
yo, listen. Nobody's telling the Samoans to stop saying
you're
nigga.
not. You're not.
All the
See,
time.
that's
you're
why I
not.
think sometimes when people do like that Mexican shit you saying, it's because people are used to Mexicans being submissive and so it's like sometimes like you talk about moving the goalpost, he moves the goalpost for Jers because he's a Puerto Rican and Puerto Ricans have stamped their stamp in the United States culture. But then you think about Mexican people and you just think these people that you could push over. So sometimes people
that's
see it as
cap, bro.
pushovers.
It's not about no pushover shit. You can't help what culture resonates with you. Jers
Yeah.
walk and talk and like a
But
nigga.
that's who we're talking about. We're not talking about halfway steppers. We're talking about people who really
because
step
when
like
you
that.
talk about the Yodis are not. Y'all don't act black. You guys are Mexican through and through.
But we're a hip hop culture. Though.
Yeah, but you guys are Mexicans and y'all love being Mexicans and y'all talk like Mexicans.
Yeah.
Y'all eat Mexican and y'all.
I
y'all-
talk regular. I don't talk like anything.
Yeah, I think I talk regular too.
I mean, y'all
but
talk
yeah,
like
sure.
y'all talk like Mexicans from LA. Like if I talk, if I never saw
That's
y'all
not
and I
what they
talk,
say.
if I never saw y'all and I talk to y'all on the phone, I be like, they sound like
Tell a
Mexicans.
Mexican that. They're gonna tell you the opposite. Or,
Yeah, so-
or sometimes we get on the phone and people be like, man, y'all, if I close my eyes, I sound so. It's like, I think what you said.
But I love that's what I love about y'all. I love that y'all don't act black. You know what I'm saying? That's what I love about Eminem. Eminem don't act black. I like everybody just
people
being
who are just
themselves.
authentic. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, you can't help who you grew up with though.
I'm just hip hop culture. That's what I say. I'm a Mexican
You
cat.
are,
That's
you are hip hop culture.
That's it. It's not trying to be.
And in
nothing.
hip hop, everybody can say nigga.
That's what I'm like, look, like, I feel y'all. I understand that when you go to different parts of the world, different parts of the country, you know, it don't fly. And there's certain people out here it won't fly. There's certain black people out here that don't matter. They don't like it. They don't like it. But we got to realize that we created a word and we made it cool, bro.
We didn't create the word, bro.
Well, we made the word cool.
We didn't make the
You
word.
created how
Yes,
it's
we
used
did. We
today.
made it cool, bro. We made it cool. How do we not?
I don't think that.
Think
I
in
don't
this
know.
day and
Yeah,
age,
yeah,
the
I think
word
it
just
is
means
cool
something.
now.
Because I don't even
completely
like when
different.
people. So it's crazy.
People say that to refer to men now.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
to refer to
Yeah.
the homies.
They just refer to girls to say that referring to men.
That's
in general.
that's such ignorance.
like
It's real though, bitches and niggas.
Yeah,
bro,
that's it.
bitches and niggas.
So
We
it's
made it
like,
cool, bro.
I still don't
And
think
then
it's cool.
I was
It's-
I was in here
it is what it
so
is.
not even just to pinpoint his Latinos, bro. I have a client from the UK, and he's black as fuck, darker than you, and he says nigga. Even when he says it with his UK accent, something kind of goes off up here.
Hey yo, it's crazy.
I'm like, bro, you black.
I was
but
telling my best friend Juan.
I feel better hearing them say it than I hear an African or
I wouldn't
a
take
black
it,
person
I
for
wouldn't-
UK.
I wouldn't take it that far, but I agree with you. So my best friend Juan is Nigerian, right? And I told him he's not black. You're African. You're not part of this. You can't be conveniently a part of this and then I'm Nigerian, pull out your princely robe whenever you feel like it. You're Nigerian.
Because Nigerians, they get more respect socially than black Americans.
well,
Black
Nigerians,
Americans
their
get
culture is way
the
different.
least respect in society over everyone, bro.
Said black Americans?
Except everybody is over black Americans. We are the last that gets true respect in society, bro.
Man, I don't know if that's
Hey,
true.
them African out
They
in
like
Europe,
us- they
out
like
in
us-
Europe, they look down on them Africans,
But
bro.
they like us only because we do this.
I don't know. I just
That's
think
it.
I think we're at a time in
Come on,
society
man.
where you know how you carry yourself weigh a lot.
I would say society does feel a way about the loud, obnoxious, ignorant black Americans.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
do definitely have a stigma about it, even if it's in a positive light, like a Mayweather or like they hate to see that person be like that. But then you get the flip side, you get a white boy with an accent to be exactly like Mayweather, and it's glorified, right? So what Monty's saying holds a little weight. Like, yeah, if a black American is overly confident or overly fucking flashy and stuff, some people do feel a way about that. But
I don't know, man. I still think that there's a because you got to think like our culture, like hip hop culture, is not taken seriously in the grand scheme of things. It's not.
What you mean?
It's not taken seriously in the grand scheme of things. Like when
What's
you
the
think
grand
of
scheme of
when you
things?
think of culture, we're talking about household culture. We're talking about family.
Bro, hip hop is
family
probably
values.
it's probably the biggest subculture
biggest
in the
in-
world, bro.
Yeah, but I don't think it's
Been
I
the
don't think
number
it's
one
truly,
genre in the
truly-
past like 30
I think
years.
it's entertainment, bro. It's entertainment.
1,000 times bigger than
It's
entertainment.
entertainment, bro.
Hip hop is culture. It's not just entertainment.
it changed the
Hip-hop
way
is-
everyone makes music.
Yeah.
The whole world.
Yeah, but I think y'all missing what I'm saying. Like, so like if you got a let's just say you got a girl from fucking from Ethiopia, right? She brings home a black hip hop man, right? That's what we call it,
is
right?
that? What's a black hip hop man? What is that?
Us. I'm a black hip hop man. You're a black hip hop, black American, and
American.
we're
Embody
influenced by
hip-hop
black.
culture.
We embody hip hop culture. You bring one of us home, or if you bring a white man home, why is it that black men are like if you date a black man, unless you are a black woman, why is dating a black man dating down?
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's
It's
true.
100% true. I've heard it. I've had the
I don't agree.
It's changing, but it's not there yet.
I think the
Not
issue
there yet.
is ignorance. I think that hip hop is often attached to ignorance, and I think
So you're proving my point.
It's not how you dress. When you open your mouth, you're gonna get respect if you're not ignorant.
But it
Like,
should
but
be that.
hip-hop is
also helping the black
if you
American,
instantly bring
though.
a white man, if let's just say there's an Asian girl, right, and this Asian girl
You saying
brings me
before
and a white
somebody
man
even
home.
open their mouth, they gonna choose.
Before you even open your mouth, you're counted out. Why is that?
But this is true not only for black people. If a white person or Asian person brings home Ricky, they're gonna
But
look at him the same
embodies
way.
hip-hop
Exactly.
culture.
Yeah, but it's not
Exactly.
hip hop
Who
culture, bro.
created
more
hip-hop
of the
culture?
Bro,
Black people.
it's about the standard, bro. Like if you walking around and your motherfucking pants is sagging and your
But
hat's
his
way
pants
broke.
ain't sagging, though.
And he doesn't necessarily look like he's what's necessarily hip hop about this
What?
though.
Come on, bro.
What makes it hip hop?
He looks like a
Cuban
hip hop, like this. It's just a culture thing. We can't
What
pretend
make this
hip
look
hop
hip hop?
culture.
What makes that hip hop?
He got the chain. He got the
designer
redo
shoes.
J's.
Them ain't even Jordans.
I know they're not.
He
but
got the
they're designed
he
like
got
that.
the he got the
Kobe
Mexican
Bryant.
Jordans.
Hey,
He got Iverson. He got Iverson stepping over Tyronn Lue.
Yeah.
He's fair guy. You can't get these nowhere.
You walk in and you can
You
tell.
can't get these nowhere.
hip-hop
Hey,
culture.
motherfucker said zoom in on these.
Try to get these. Anybody watching, try to get them.
Yeah,
Try to
shirt's
get them.
fire.
If you can get some of these, let me know.
The shirt's fire. But you can tell when someone walks in the room if they're hip hop or not. Hip hop is a culture.
It's
where-
a cult, bro.
All right, so
we
what?
get counted out before even opening
So what's
our
it,
mouth,
so
bro.
what's hip hop?
But for women right now, a black dude, almost a lot of women want to date black dudes
But
that
shit
look
is
just like
that
you.
should be a fetish, bro. That should be a fetish.
Yeah,
And that
maybe.
shit it's a trend. It's a trend. The moment the trend changes, it's gonna change, bro.
Hey,
I
bro,
truly
I
believe
think
that.
I just think that's some bullshit.
No,
I
I'm
don't-
not
I don't
against
think
what
that's
you're
real.
saying. It's just hard to base this shit. Like, is this facts or where?
It's
I've
opinion.
heard
Hell
this.
yeah,
I've
that's what I'm
heard this
saying.
from an
I
Asian
don't
woman
think it's a
before,
But
bro.
have
I've
you been
heard
outside
this.
the states and heard that, or like the country and heard
Bro,
this?
I can, like I
I'm not
said, on
saying
this
you're
We
show-
gotta act like we don't
on
know
this
how
show-
black people have been treated throughout the whole
On this
history
show,
of
I
this
can only
country.
speak about what I know. I'm never gonna speak about what I think. I'm only speaking about what I know. And
What the hell are you talking about?
I think what he's saying is true to some degree.
I'm speaking
Hey,
on where I'm
you're
from.
not thinking about what you know.
I'm speaking on
What his
anything
experience-
that I
Outside the
speak
US
on.
though, in the country.
Yes, anything that I'm speaking
From
on,
his
I'm speaking on my
experience.
experiences. I'm not speaking on
Yeah,
some shit that I studied. I'm speaking on my experiences.
Yeah, but when you say that black men of hip hop culture are treated like
We're at the bottom, bro.
and so that's not a fact though. And that's not even.
That might
I
be
don't.
it.
I don't. Let me tell you something.
That might be
I
an
don't.
interior thing.
I don't get treated like that nowhere.
Bro, you don't
I don't
necessarily
get-
get treated like
Bro,
that. But
I
I'm
don't-
saying,
I don't get
what I'm
treated-
trying-
I don't get
you-
mis-
You're talking
I
about
don't
when
get
you
treated
bring a
like
black
that.
guy
Bro,
home
I've
or
only
what?
had one racist encounter in my life.
So what are you talking about?
I'm telling
So
you.
when you bring a black guy home or what?
I'm
A
telling
girl brings
you,
a black
I'm
guy
telling
home?
you what people are telling me, bro.
Let me tell you something. Also.
We are also caught up in our own.
But it's not
like,
hip hop
like,
shit. Let me tell you something. If I bring when I was growing up, if I would have brought a white girl or an Asian girl or Hispanic girl home, my mom would have been look like, what is you on, bro? A lot of shit is just cultural. It ain't got nothing to do with hip hop. It's like what if hold on, look. What if an Eritrean or Ethiopian father wants his daughter to be with the Ethiopian man? He don't want her to be with you.
But I guarantee
It's not about hip
if
hop.
she brings a white man versus you, her dad is going to approve more of the white man.
How are you gonna say you guarantee? You don't know.
Bro, we can.
Most
blast
races, I think what he's
this video
saying is
out there,
true.
bro.
If
Blast
an
this
Asian,
video out
let's say
there.
an Asian person,
Bro, I'm trying to tell you,
if they
bro,
bring home a
we
white
are
dude,
not-
they're
we
gonna
are
be
not-
more accepting than a
that's
black
when you,
dude.
When you got the way we got to start thinking, bro, is if we can go home to these women, if we can go home to these women and their parents are like, yes,
Bro, you know what?
That's the
you
only
got a
thing I
black-
could think is
you got a
accurate
black
for
man.
I think,
dating.
Once we get to that point, I think we're doing something right. We're not at that point.
I think this is something that you experience more because
I've dated
no.
outside my race majority of the time, and I always get embraced. But what I'm telling you is going off of because, bro, I can only speak for at least 3-4 girls, bro.
I don't know, bro. I like
I
black
can't-
girls, so
Boy,
I think what you're saying only holds weight within a dating pool. In real life, I don't think now black Americans or hip hop Americans, like, I don't know, man, it's not as bad
It's
as it was.
changing. It's
But
changing.
maybe in a relationship stance, maybe certain races would prefer someone not to bring home a black dude.
Let's just change the hip hop black man. Because let's just say black American. Because if you're not black American, you're African or you're Brazilian, you're Jamaican. Let's talk about black American descendants of slaves.
I don't.
Anything that I'm saying, how would you know this?
You should start dating black women.
What does that mean?
You won't have this problem.
No, but
I don't have a problem.
Like,
I'm going off of talking to women.
What you want is
I'm going off
culturally.
of talking to women.
You want fathers of other cultures to accept your black.
That's
ass.
not what I'm saying, bro. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we think that we Because we have entertainment and we know how to tap dance for these motherfuckers.
It's
because
bigger than that, bro.
It's not bigger than that.
It is. It's so much bigger than entertainment.
Why don't we get respect? Why is there still cops slamming old women out here?
They slam everybody.
Because of hip hop culture,
Bro,
we change cops. We get respect. We get respect.
Let me tell you where you get it fucked
from
up.
hip hop culture.
When a black person gets shot,
the fuck?
Listen, when a black person gets shot in cold blood, it makes the news.
Right.
White people get shot down all the time too.
Okay.
More white people get shot down than blacks. Because there's way more white people.
But we can't act like black people
that white
get
man
treated
charging the
unjustly.
cop with a knife or
Bro,
something?
let me tell you
I've
something.
seen that.
If you go to it, right? I don't want to like, bro. Most black people who deal with me, I'm somebody who I respect the law. When if I'm walking down the street, cop tell me get out the street, I'm going to the sidewalk. I'm not playing. I don't play with them, right? So you know. This may sound insensitive, but you play dumb games, you get dumb prizes. You know what I'm saying? Cop pulled me
But
over.
they're quicker to do that to a person of color, mostly probably black.
Sure.
Okay.
Cool.
That's all I think. That's all he's saying.
Yeah, but like, where that we trying to go? Because at the end of the
He
day,
wants complete equality, which is
there's
never
no
gonna
such
happen.
thing.
Bro, I
There's
truly think.
There's no equality even in the black race.
I have a friend.
How'd you feel if your daughter brought home a white dude?
I wouldn't give a shit.
You'd be like, man, shit. At least
But
you
you'll
got
care
some
if he's
stability.
Mexican.
I wouldn't care.
At least you got some fucking stability. At least you got some resources.
Nah,
They don't think that about
I don't
us,
want my
and that's my
I don't want
problem.
my daughter to bring home an idiot. I don't care whether he's
Yeah.
Asian, white, black. Don't bring no fucking idiot home.
That's where we're getting to,
Yeah,
but
we're
not everybody is there yet, though.
But
this is true. This is a fact.
Where are we trying to go though? Like you're
I
saying
don't
we're
know.
not there. Where is there? Because what you're talking about
There is when
you
we.
want to be
There
accepted
is
by
when.
by
No,
by
I
races
want
and
to
other
be.
things.
I want to be accepted by anyone without even having to open my mouth.
You
Bro.
want to be
But that's not
accepted and
reality.
respected.
Respected.
So you
respected
saying-
and accepted
oh.
without having to open my mouth
But
and
what-
then show them.
but-
I'm different.
But
I'm
what
articulate.
does respect look like to you?
Just when it's like just the same shit. Like
Tell me
when
the
an Asian woman brings home a white man, they look at that as
Upgrade. Upgrade.
it's an upgrade.
So tell me where you experienced that.
I haven't experienced.
How about
myself,
your Mexican
But
lady?
I've talked to an Asian woman that said it, and she confirmed it.
Confirm. You talked to one Asian woman,
But I hear it all the time,
bro.
bro.
So you telling me opinion? You said because you
It
started by
is
saying
true. Talk to a lot of
it's a
Asians.
true,
Don't
bro.
trust
you
us.
It's
started by
true.
saying everything that you talking about
because
is
Asian
something that you
Asians-
experienced. You ain't experienced this.
How many real black men has actually infiltrated an Asian family?
Who cares to?
That's you, bro. You date black women only.
Who wants to infiltrate Asian
You
family?
don't. But there's a
don't
lot of
think
niggas
You
out
have
here.
a goal to infiltrate all the others.
Nobody's saying infiltrate, bro. I'm not
You
saying
said
we want to.
infiltrate.
I'm not saying we want to.
Conquer.
I'm not saying
Yeah,
we
like-
want. I'm not saying we. I never said I wanted to. I'm just saying, has it been done?
Why don't you date black girls?
All right, so now this is getting personal.
Nah, 'cause I'm tired of
this
your
is
shit.
when I start. This is when I start backing out, bro, because it's getting personal.
I'm just
I get what
saying.
you're saying, bro.
Because it's like
He's just saying society mirrors, like, let's say, until every other race is accepting of their daughters bring home a black man, it's gonna mirror how society feels about black people. Is that what you're saying, or what?
I don't know
Money.
what that nigga talking about.
Is that what you're saying?
I
I'm trying to
feel
understand
like
what you're saying.
I think I know what he's saying. I know what he's saying. I just don't know what facts it is to back it up. He's saying that if you were to take one woman and different groups of men,
Is that shot
the
still cool
black
with
man
him,
would get chose last.
No, maybe not by the women,
I
but
think
maybe
so.
by their father. No, by the women. Most
Hey,
women
man,
right
to
now-
bring that guy home to your parents though, to that
Yeah,
woman's
but-
parents, and I think the most
Yeah.
accepting is the black man last.
the
is
last
what
one
Monty's
last,
saying.
bro.
Not by the
I don't
women
dis-
though.
I don't disagree.
Not by the women.
Bro, I'm telling
maybe
you,
by
not
the
by
women's
women, but by
fathers.
the family.
Yeah, by their
It
fathers.
might be her intermediate. Her mom and dad might like you, but there's an uncle, there's an auntie somewhere
Man,
around
fuck
them
them.
that may not like you.
Fuck
And
'em.
why are we not there yet?
Fuck 'em.
Why are we not liked? Why
Bro,
are we not liked
we
by
don't
nobody?
Bro, we don't like nobody.
Yeah, what's the
Blacks don't like
difference?
nobody.
We go off. That's
If
defense,
you brought home
bro.
a white woman,
That's
what's your mom
defense.
gonna say
They're
about the
not
white
But that's
woman?
defense, bro. That's defense.
Bro.
We are only defensive. We're not like that just
Bro,
off the rip.
That's not
bro,
true.
I'm talking
That's
about
not
around
That's because of what we've been
bro,
through.
around the world. Like I got homies that's
Everybody's
African,
ignorant.
and if they child brought home an Asian woman, they'll feel away. and it's not a black thing. Like, it's cultural. We got Asians, you got whites, you got Hispanics, you got.
You know more Africans than I do.
By nature, you do want your kid to date their own race.
To date within their race, that's natural.
By
They have
nature,
more in
yeah.
common. It's more of a cultural
It's
thing.
just natural. It's not a black thing.
But some people don't like if their daughter brings home a black dude.
That's
That is
fine.
true.
Why we not lying?
I think my mother would prefer a different.
Just like if you bring-
hold on, I think my mother would prefer a different race other than white. If we flip in the same scenario,
How about
I
you
think
say when you date Mexicans, your mom felt the way about it?
yeah, that too. But I think she would prefer a Mexican over a
Over
white
white.
woman.
Yeah.
And
I'm-
that
that-
Asian girl will prefer a traditional Nigerian over a black American.
That's your opinion. Don't nobody bother me. Bro, listen, I don't sag my pants. I don't have no tattoos. And I don't bother nobody, and don't nobody bother me. I don't get bothered.
But I'll say this,
But I
whenever
tell you,
me and my
when I
brother
was
are on the
young-
line at a club,
when I was
they'll go
young-
out their way to be like, you two can't get in.
But listen-
Before we even, we'll be
look-
like, what?
But look, when I
All
was
the time.
young, and I used to sag my pants, and I used to have had the little fake chains on, and I run around, and my hat broke way off. Yeah, I looked more intimidating. You know what I'm saying? I look like the nigga who gonna run in your house.
Bro,
Why is your pants?
Marcus,
Why is your pants
I-
at your ankles?
Look,
I can't figure out like why the hell is your pants around your below your waist?
Marcus, I 100% agree with you, bro. Because truthfully, bro, I haven't had a lot of encounters, bro. A lot of people, they don't like cops. I don't have a problem with cops because every cop encounter that I've had good encounters with cops.
Just
But what
depends how
I'm
you
saying
act.
is, what I'm talking about is beyond me, though, bro. And that's what I care about.
Right, but when you talk about credit scores, when you talk about going in the bank and get a loan, it's an unrealistic expectation. Hold on, I don't care if you're Asian, if you're white, I don't care if you're purple. If you go into the bank and your credit score is 600, they're not giving you shit. No matter what color you are.
So the thing is, what I will say though, bro, is that I've been in this business for a little bit, bro, and they will ask, they will require a little bit more documentation from you than they will that other person.
So how you?
I don't know, to get a loan in a house, if you're white, purple, yellow, or black, you gotta damn near prove everything
gotta
you've
prove
ever
everything.
made.
Can y'all explain redlining for me then? Explain redlining for me.
I don't know what
then.
that is.
That's a thing.
I'm familiar with redlining, but
Explain that for me then. That's when they strategically made it to where we can't get loans in certain
Yeah,
neighborhoods.
back
bro.
then, right?
Man, they just now got rid of that shit.
I know, but now
They
times
just
is
now,
different.
bro. That's why you think they trying to give black people
But
reparations.
if that's still a fact, that's still wild though, ain't it?
Yeah, everybody
It's
knows the
exactly.
injustices that black people have went through. I don't think anyone denies how America has treated black people.
all right, so redlining is to refuse a loan or insurance to someone because they live in an area deemed to be poor or financial risk.
What if I live in the hood and I'm
Sound like
trying to
Me-
move out
sound
the
like
hood?
Mexicans to me.
What if I'm trying to move out the hood and I need to go to a better neighborhood for my kids? But they're not gonna accept me because I live in Southside Chicago. I live in South Central LA, Oakland, California. That's bullshit. That's what I'm saying.
Let me tell you what's going
That
on
that
today.
type of shit is still going on till this day.
If you have an 800 credit score, they don't care about the red line.
I doubt it.
No more.
I doubt it,
That
bro.
shit out, bro.
Times
I'm
are
telling you.
different
Times
now.
change, bro. How your business together?
Yeah.
I agree with that.
How your
bro.
business
I
together?
agree
You
with
gonna
that.
break through?
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
They might not like you, but they gonna give you that
They don't,
loan.
you ain't gotta like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
With love.
Yo, you are watching Cut the Shit. Make sure you tune in every week on Friday.
Yeah, subscribe, comment. If you have any suggestions of what you want us to talk about, go ahead and leave it in the comments, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, viewer discretion advised, man.
Yeah.
Don't come watching us getting all offended and triggered, cause we coming with that shit, man.
Yeah, don't be a pussy.
Don't be
Why would you say that?